Hi, so I'm here with Jordan Gavaris,
Hello.
who is one of the awesome stars of Orphan Black. It is such a pleasure to meet you. I'm the biggest... Seriously, like, that's the show for me. I mean, yeah, Tatiana does a great job, but...
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever that Tatiana. This is a beast.
So one of the things I really want to know from you, there's so many crazy theories about your character. What has been the most outrageous one you've heard so far, and which one do you kind of hope might be true?
The really funniest theory is that Felix is actually a male clone of Sarah. And like, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because if he's a clone, he'd look like her. I was like, so that doesn't work, and they'd also be the same height. So that was the weirdest and most nonsensical. The coolest one? That maybe Felix is bad. Maybe he's undercover and he's working for Leaky in some capacity. He might be a monitor. Maybe not even know he's a monitor, but be a sleeper. Plan. I don't know. It'd be very. I mean, given all the other sort of militant-oriented activity in the show, I think that'd be kind of cool. And I get a chance to use my flight trick, which I've never gotten a chance to use.
Definitely fight for him next season, please. At what point did you realize you were part of not only like a TV phenomenon that like critics love and fans love, but kind of a cultural and pop culture phenomenon?
But not really. Still talking about this show.
Well, I knew something was happening when the Hollywood Reporter listed us in the power rankings under Game of Thrones. Actually, we beat out Game of Thrones 1 week.
Okay.
That happened. We were #1 win in our debut, and I thought, okay, something's happening. This is weird. You know, that's to be in a category with a show like that is groundbreaking and monumental, especially for a Canadian series. I think San Diego, and leading up to San Diego, about the month before, when the Twitter followers began to grow, and the shows, that sounds so silly, but the show's Facebook likes, the Tumblr activity, the fan art, all of a sudden this sort of living, breathing love of the show just grew and swelled, and then we all sort of saw the results of it at Comic-Con, the fact that we had to turn away 1,000 people.
I know some of them.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, I'm so sorry on behalf of everything I am. I'm sorry.
Have you run into anyone cosplaying as Felix yet? Because I saw some in San Diego.
Did you seriously?
I saw New Illusionists too.
Oh my god, I wish I could have seen him. No, and it was funny because BBC America was like, Felix isn't so much an outfit as he is an attitude. It's true, an attitude and maybe collagen injections.
What are you looking forward to most about the upcoming season?
I'm really, I'd like some resolution in terms of where we left off. Because even I don't know, is Felix involved in that? Did he run away? Was he kidnapped with Kira? So like, what's happening there? We've been given a little bit of information, enough to begin prep for ourselves, but beyond that, the writers don't tell us anything. And everyone's always like, oh, they must tell you something. They don't, because there's always a risk that you'll telegraph ahead of time. And it's never a good idea, even if it's just subconscious, where you know what's coming down the pipeline and you perform in a way. It's sort of like if you know in a scene that you're going to be released from prison. Okay. So in your interrogation scene, you perform the scene and interact as though you already know you're going to be released. But what if you don't? Okay. It's, so you can't know as to whether or not there's going to be that resolution, because you need to play the scene in the moment as it is right now. So I don't know much, but I'd like to see his personal life develop a bit more too. I think that there was, it was really fun in the scenes and it provided a lot of levity. But like I said, there was a lot that happened in the last, in the 3 or 4 weeks that the show sort of spanned. A lot happened, and I'd just like to know who he calls when he can't call Sarah. Who does he call when he can't sleep?
Okay.
That's something that's incredibly interesting to me, because Felix is inherently an outsider, but I know he has friends. At least one, somewhere. If it's not Teddy, it's someone.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today. Pleasure to meet you. And do an amazing. I know you'll do an amazing job next season. Just keep up the phenomenal work. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you.